If you just did an ab workout and are looking to stretch, I'm gonna do a couple of different versions of Cobra that we can follow along to here. Out of all of the ab stretches out there, these are probably the most effective ones, although maybe the most common. If you're looking for mobility in your abs / thoracic spine, I'll leave a card up here so you can go check that video out. First one we're gonna do is gonna be a basic Cobra. I'm gonna start my elbows. So if you have a little bit of a less flexible back, especially if you ever develop pain in your lower back, this one's probably gonna be better for you. You're gonna have your elbows down like this. You're just gonna sit up tall, just like that. You should feel a stretch in your upper, maybe lower abs, depending on where you're tighter. If you just did a workout and that's too intense, you can come out of it, press up to where you feel comfortable, think up tall, head up, and then back down. We're gonna go for about another 45 seconds here. Just like that. And now as you're here, you also wanna make sure you're thinking tuck the tailbone under as best as you can. That's just gonna make sure the low back doesn't take on too much tension if you ever have low back problems. I sometimes do, so I try to be mindful of that. If not, you can let it relax, you'll get even more of a stretch in the lower abs. You can also go up on your hands like this here. Same idea. You'll feel more lower abs if you're doing it this way. Got about another 10 seconds. Even more stretch if you go on your toes, just like that. Just be mindful if you have any pains, and done on that one, or any irritations in those exercises. Do what works best for you. As long as you feel a stretch, you're A-okay. Pain is not weakness leaving the body. Pain is an indication that we probably need to change something up, especially if it's one of those sharp pains. If you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. If you're new, my name is Michael. I've been a coach for a decade, and we're gonna be doing everything on this channel from fitness tips, nutrition, mobility, all the way up to more informational style sit-down critiques, and also bringing in the psychological and mental factor along with the fitness. This is taking that phrase, how you do one thing is how you do everything, and applying it to your health. Now, it's not about optimizing to be peak athlete, but more how can you optimize for your situation, focusing on a longevity going forward, so that way you can be there for your kids or your grandkids as time passes. On to the next stretch. For the next one, it's gonna be a side Cobra. Same idea here. Sitting up nice and tall, pushing tall through the shoulders here, getting those obliques. If you wanna really emphasize this stretch, you can put something under the feet so it lifts the legs up a little bit as well. Or same thing, putting something under the elbow if you can't quite get to your hand. Otherwise, if you are pretty flexible in this area, then you can also go up to your hand too. So I'm using the wall to kind of help me stay as straight as I possibly can, so I'm really hitting those obliques. If you turn to the front a little bit, dropping the hips down, you'll get a little bit of the transverse abdominis. Both of these muscles are in charge of pulling the core down sideways or twisting it. If you're more flexible than that, you can keep walking that hand back and just coming up taller and taller. Make sure you're pushing down through the shoulder the whole time. So I'm like trying to push the floor away from me. It's really making sure those abs are really getting stretched to the obliques. A few more seconds. And then the other side. You don't have to do this against the wall. You can also kind of stagger the legs if you want to get a little bit of extra balance. So you'll be here to start. If you're going to stagger your legs, I recommend putting the bottom leg out in front. Top leg is going to be slightly behind. That way, if you are doing this kind of freely in the middle of the floor, it'll help you balance a little bit more. And it'll also sometimes take a little bit of pressure off the legs if you have issues with the legs or the hips. Again, you can go up to the hands if you want a little bit more. Now with your legs staggered here, you're gonna have to really think about more dropping the belly down into the floor rather than pushing the floor into you, because you don't have that stack of the legs helping you do the stretch. For the last little bit, I'll get my legs together, pushing tall through that shoulder, really opening up. Just breathing as you go. You want to try to think belly button down more, push through the ground more through the shoulder, nice and tall. Really emphasize the stretch. And anytime you're stretching, when you breathe in, you want to make sure you hold the stretch. When you breathe out, you want to find deeper of a stretch. If those stretches helped you and you're looking for more stretches, hit this link over here. I got a whole playlist of stretches going on. If you're looking for mobility, hit that one. He's really the star of these shows or videos.